Alright, I'll be servicing the rear diff, the transfer case down there. Yep, where you see that nut right there, that's the transfer case. And then I'll be servicing the tranny diff, the front differential. It should be right around here somewhere. Maybe not. Let me see. Turn on the flash. Turn on flash. Turn on flash. There we go. This should be the front. Yeah, somewhere around here. Here it is, right here. So that's the top nut. Gotta take off the bottom, which is right. It's down there somewhere, so I gotta take off this cover. And we'll deal with this as we get to it. I'm gonna do one at a time because it is a little rough. Mobile mechanic, working as a mobile mechanic versus a shop is a little different. So we'll see how it goes. All right, take off the top first. Again, 24 millimeter. Extend my ratchet. Let me turn the camera a little over so you guys can see. There you go. So, extending my ratchet. Loosen this guy. I think I hit the camera, but it's okay. Back in action. Got this guy loose. Now do this guy. Don't care for what comes out because I'm still going to fill it in through the top, and this is always going to work the same. As long as you fill up all the way till this starts oozing out, that's your fill point. You fill all the way to the top until this starts oozing out. You'll be seeing that soon. But for now, position the oil pan, and there we go. So I'm not going to bore you out looking at all this stuff. We'll just cut through this one and go right to the fill point when it's done. Alright, so that's basically done. Here's the bolt. Here's all the stuff I collected off it. That's all the metal particles that was on it. As you can see, it's a clean magnet now. So, yeah. Just want to show you guys that. When you take out this bolt, you want to clean it up and have it nice and squeaky clean, and pop it back in once it stops. Alright, I'm going to tighten it up. Alright, not going to go too tight, but I mean, I'm not going to go crazy on the bolt, but I want to go tight enough so it won't leak. Torque specs, I'll try to find some and leave it in the description, but it's going to go hand tight on this stuff. Just going to go on the top now, start filling. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. All I have is this big syringe, OEM tools. Put it in there, suck all the oil up. And then I'm going to go over here. Put this here real quick. Leave this there. I'm going to start filling it, pushing the oil in. I'm going to keep pushing oil in until I get this to drip out, oozing out like this. And once that does it, that's it, I'm done. Here it comes. It's oozing out. So that is enough. That is a natural oozing. That means that I'm done. So So I took 3 quarts, 16 ounces in the back. 3 quarts, 16 ounces, which is 3 quarts and a half. So right now, what I'm going to do is just put the nut back. Nut the bolt. Clean up the excess. Tighten up the bolt. That's tight. And that's it for the back. I'm just going to leave on here a nice service sticker. Doesn't really matter if it's crooked, straight, really doesn't matter. Essence is it was serviced, month, and mileage. And that's it for the rear. I'm going to the transfer case, then I'm going to go to the front differential, then I'm going to do the transmission, and that should be it. It's going to be a long couple hours. Sorry for all the noise. Now I have to go back, make sure that the video is looking at the transfer case. Sorry for all the noise. I'm just trying to get a nice angle so you guys can see. Here's my hand. Yep, that's right. Yeah, still not too good. There we go. I'm just trying to give you guys a really good angle, sorry. There we go, that's good. Alright, so got everything set up. I already loosened these two up. It's already the same. It's the same thing. It's a 24 millimeter. Just take it out. And theoretically, if I take this first one off, it should start oozing out, just barely. Or if I stick my pinky in there, I should have oil. Yep, it does have oil. So, yep. Well, it really shouldn't matter if I close it up now. So now I'm just going to take off the bottom one. Oof, almost got me. Almost got me really good. So that's good. I'm going to let that ooze out. Wait for it to drip. Hurry up and drip. Come on. Oh, man. Has a nice, fine, steady stream. I like that. I think I'm done. I'm not gonna keep on waiting for this. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't keep on waiting. You want to work fast. So I'm just gonna get this in. Still can't get it in. There we go. I'm just gonna fill up through the top just like I did with the rear diff. So I'm gonna have to stop the video with my oily hands, which is not gonna happen. And I'm just gonna zoom in, zoom right through the job until I'm at my last syringe, putting in the last syringe of oil in there until it oozes out of here. Alright, so I am on my last pump. You guys can see I'm already oozing out, slowly but surely. Try to leave the phone there. Hopefully it won't. Alright. Clean this residue off. Put the syringe in. And there it goes, oozing out. So that's exactly what I want to put in. Don't want to put more than that or less than that. Just that. I'm just going to plug it up. dry. Button it up. Alright, that's good enough. I don't want to do overboard. That's good. It took exactly exactly 1 quart and 20 ounces, give or take an ounce. If you want to just let it drizzle more and have more coming out, just add another 2 ounces. You'll see it more, then plug it up, whatever you want to do. But it took me 1 quart, 20 ounces for this transfer case. Alright, as for the front differentials, you can see I got the fill plug there. The bottom is at the bottom, right there. All rusted to death, but it is what it is. Gotta take out 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and then take this whole cover off, and then deal with that rusty thing back there, which we just barely saw. Yep, right there. Just right here. Right there, that thing. Look at it, all rusty. Yeah. Alright, so we got. And it is a 12mm bolt in there, so I'm going to use a 12. You can see, put it on the bolt and barely any slack, so that's perfect. As you can see, that thing is flush in there. You really want to tap this socket as deep in as you can. You don't want to strip this out, so you want to tap this in, make sure it's all the way in flush. And now for the good stuff. Hopefully it'll come off. I don't know what's going to happen here. Ah, yeah, it came off. All right, good. Yeah, I did a Tacoma at least last week, and I had to actually put my foot on the ratchet here to get it loose. Oh, great, it came off. Because I have to tighten up the set screw right there. There's a set screw there. All right, now I'm going to go on the top. Make sure it's in flush. Tap it in. Make sure it's in. I'll put my ratchet counterclockwise, bring this down as much as I can. Pop it in. Hopefully this will come loose. Yep, it came loose. Perfect. Alright. Since everything came loose, it's ready to drain. I'm just gonna put a little pan under. Take this nut off. Alright, there we go. Go in, and I should take this one off first, but really wouldn't matter that much. And I'll do it. Take off the top one. It should ooze a little bit. If it doesn't, well, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to make it ooze once I do it. Alright, bolts out. No oozing came out. Now this one's going to come out. And there we go. You can see it does have a lot of stuff on the bolt. I'm going to clean it off real quick. You guys can see it. See that? All that gunk came off of that nut. Just going to clean it off. That's basically all the metal particles it had. At least from the camera perspective, you guys should be seeing the bolt and the fluid drain at the same time. Alright. Nice and clean, for the most part. There we go. So I'm just going to put it to the side. Let this drain for a bit and do the same thing as the other two diffs. Just close this one up, tighten it, pump oil in until it oozes out, and then go to the tranny. As you can see, there's about to be a nice constant drip coming out of here soon. There it goes. That's what we're looking for. That means that we're done here. I'm gonna put the plug back if I find it, which I should, but this very moment I guess I lost it. I gotta go find it. There it is. So hopefully you guys can see. It's all the way up there dripping out. It's full. I know if I wipe it down, it's gonna keep coming out. Clean it up real good, real quick. Alright, there we go. You can see the levels right there. It's already oozing out, so that's good. Means that we're full. I'm just going to put the bolt back. Tighten it up. Make sure it's flush. Tight. Make sure this guy stayed tight. Yeah, it's tight. Everybody's tight. Clean off the bolts one more time. And the total in quarts that this thing took was so it took 1 quart and 18 ounces for this to start oozing out of here. So give or take an ounce. If you want to have it oozing more while you plug it up, really doesn't matter. You just got to get this to ooze out oil while it's on a level surface, and that should be it. So that's it for all 3 diffs. Now we're going to do the tranny, which is over here. We got a bolt right there. We got another one over there. And I'm going to start draining over there, but this is a little different. I'm going to do this a little differently than the other diffs, and that's the way we're going to do with this one. So as for the transmission, I got these different buckets here with different quart ounces measurements. I just got it to have a variety. So I'm going to drain the transmission stuff probably directly in the bucket, since I don't have to, it's not that low, so I can jack it up. So I could jack it up and just put the bucket under there. So this is gonna be the basics of it. I'm just gonna release the bolt, let the thing drain. Whatever I get out is what I'm gonna put back in the tranny, and then do a procedure so I can make sure that I got the correct amount in there. This is what we got for now. As for the tranny, this is this socket right here is a 14 millimeter, and for this one right here, you want to make sure it's in flush. This is a 5 millimeter. I'll be removing this, and then I'm going to remove this, or whichever, I don't care. I'm going to remove this one first, and obviously the bucket's going to be right here, and everything that's going to drain is going to go directly into the bucket. So there's the stuff draining down into the bucket. You can see it's going up to the quart. It's going to keep on going. Plus I have the jack at an angle, so I will take the jack out just to make sure that everything is completely and 100%, as most as possible, drained out. And that's basically going to be the situation here. Now I need to find a fill bolt, which should be here somewhere. There it is. So turn on the flash real quick. This is where we're going to be filling in our transmission. It should be the same 24 millimeter as we used on the other three differentials, so nothing here is going to change. You can see it's still filling. It's going up to 2 quarts. So yeah, just gotta wait. All right, so this is what we ended up with: 2.5 quarts. You can see we still got that guy up there unplugged. I don't think it'll make a difference over there, but we will be loosening that bolt. For the actual temperature check and fluid check. Once we got that fluid in there, so you can see there, it's about 2.5 with the little foam bubbles up. So it's about 2.5. I'm gonna go a little more than a half, probably 2 more ounces. Oh yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna go a little more than 2.5. So when it goes up to the right temperature, I can take out that bolt there and get it to exactly the right level it should be at with the right temperature also. So that's what's up for now. So there's basically going to be 2 ways, or the 2 ways I look at it on how to check the oil and the oil level. I'm going to go, or 3, but I'm not going to do the third. The third would be putting it in fluid check mode on the panel, but don't care for doing that. So I'm just going to go here to Toyota. Go to North America. I'm looking for this for automatic transmission. Alright, I'm going to go to data stream. Don't care for freeze frame. That was my bad. I'm going to look for automatic transmission temperature sensor. There we go. coolant temperature. I'm going to go with these 3. What I'm going to do is turn on the vehicle. I'm going to stop the video. Right now it's at 90 Fahrenheit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to start a stopwatch. And I'm going to wait for this temperature to go up to 104. And that's where I'm going to check the level. And let it drain until it gets a little small thin stream or a drip. And that should be the perfect oil level for the transmission. That's the best research I've done. I've tried to look this up on Mitchell Pro Demand on my favorite website, and I can't find anything, so I'm going off my Toyota Sienna specs on how to check its fluid, and I'm going to do the same with this transmission. Just going to let it go up to temperature up to 104 and drain the excess out and plug it back in. So I'm gonna stopwatch it so that way I can tell you guys, look, it took me this much time for this train to heat up. So that way, if you guys don't have a scan tool to look at least you guys can go by a stopwatch or a time and assume that maybe at 2 minutes and a half, 3, whatever I tell you, is a good basis for you to check your engine oil. I mean your transmission oil. So stop it right here, and I'll let you guys know in a couple more minutes. Alright, so we're right around 11 minutes. In a minute. The transmission oil is up to temp. Take this off. Alright, see that? It's perfect. That's just what we need. Just that light. You know that's the extra ounces I put in, so that extra ounce I put in, so that's perfect. And that should be it for this oil change. You'll be seeing the parameters I let it get at on the temperatures until just before I did this. And I did cycle through all the gears 3 times, and the 3rd time was just before I did this, and that's it. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you guys out, and you guys have a nice day.